Hey everybody, I'm reading this book currently by Jerry Rice. It's called Go Long. It's a autobiography he wrote. Um, in chapter six, he starts to talk about playing with Joe Montana and Steve Young. Joe Montana, of course, led the 49ers through much of the 80s and part of the early 90s. He won four Super Bowls with the 49ers. Steve Young took the 49ers to one Super Bowl in the early 90s, but he also led them to many great seasons. Both of them played in Bill Walsh's West Coast offense. Both of them had great success. Many people still consider Joe Montana the GOAT, even over Tom Brady. Um, so, in the chapter, Jerry Rice says that he talks about who he feels out of the two was the best quarterback. Um, I've heard this debate a lot of times, so here's what he says. He says, suffice it to say, Steve and I went on to become very productive tandem in the NFL. Actually, we would end up connecting on more touchdown passes than Joe and I did. But to this day, fans constantly ask me about Joe and Steve. Who was the better quarterback? Who did I like connecting with? It was Joe, he says. There was just something special about the way he carried himself, his leadership, and his abilities as a quarterback. Taking nothing away from Steve, of course, who proved that he is among the NFL's best. But if I had a choice of quarterbacks to be behind center in a big game, there was no question it would be Joe Montana. So that's what Jerry Rice said about who he would choose between Steve Young and Joe Montana to be his quarterback. Peace.